Hi everyone, welcome to Eco Learning classes. This is Professor Geeta Mahesh. Dear students, now let us discuss an important and interesting concept, the difference between microeconomics and macroeconomics. What do you mean by microeconomics? Microeconomics deals with a small part of the economy. Then what do you mean by macroeconomics? Macroeconomics deals with a large part of the economy. Now let us discuss the differences on the basis of scope. You can say microeconomics studies individual units, so its scope is narrow. Come to macroeconomics. Macroeconomics studies in aggregates, so its scope is wider. With respect to method of study, which method of study it adopts? With respect to microeconomics, it follows slicing method as it studies individual units. Like a cucumber, we will make a slice and one after the other, each piece we are going to consume. So here in microeconomics, as we deal with the individual units, we consider microeconomics follows the slicing method of study. If we see the macroeconomics, as it studies aggregates, it follows lumping method of study. With respect to economic agents, how microeconomic agents will behave and how macroeconomic agents behave. In microeconomics, each individual economic agent thinks about his own interest and his own welfare. If you consider in macroeconomic, economic agents are different from individual economic agents. Their goal is to get a maximum welfare of a country. Macroeconomic agents like RBI, government, we considered as macroeconomic agents. They undertake any policy measures in order to maximize the welfare of the whole society or economy. With respect to micro, as we deal with the individual consumer, individual producer, a firm, so they aims at their own interest. So because of that reason, we say there is a lot of difference between microeconomic agent and macroeconomic agents. If we consider with respect to equilibrium, so in microeconomics, you are going to deal with the partial equilibrium. But with respect to macroeconomics, it studies a general equilibrium in the economy. If you consider markets, there will be a labor market, there will be a product market or commodity market, and finance market or money market. All this commodity market, money market and labor market are interrelated and interdependent. So in macroeconomics, all these markets are studied simultaneously. So macroeconomics deals with the general equilibrium in the economy. Next, you can consider the domain. Microeconomic consists of theories like consumer behavior, production, rent, wages, interest, etc. But macroeconomic comprises of theories of income, that is national income, output, employment, consumption function, investment function, inflation, etc. Now let us discuss an important and interesting concept, a difference between positive economics and normative economics. Before we take up our differences, let us understand what is positive economics. Positive economics deals economics what was and what is under a given set of circumstances. So it deals economy or economics what was and what is. In a given set of circumstances, we call it as positive economics. What about normative economics? Normative economics is the studies what ought to be. That means how it should be. It explains about what should be and what should not be done. So here normative economics not only studies what was, what is, but it also explains how it should be in the future. But positive economics explains only what was and what is. Here you can see here normative economics, if you consider how it should be or not to be. It makes recommendations not based on the facts. It tells you what should be and have been. It is a prescriptive. It is a subjective also. It is a subjective and it is prescriptive. It gives a solution to the problem. So it says what should be done and what should not be done. You consider positive economics. It deals with the facts, only facts. Connects the cause and effects. It is a descriptive. How economy is, like that only it will explain. But it won't say whether it is right or wrong. So it is all the theories will be based on tested facts. Tells you what is and tells you what was, and it is objective. It is not a subjective. Normative is subjective, but positive economics is a objective. Now let us discuss the differences between or distinguish between positive and normative economics. Positive economics, as already we know, positive economics is the study of what was and what is under given set of circumstances. Normative economics is the studies what should be and it explains about what should be and what should not be done. It deals with the functioning of mechanism of the economy. So it explains or it deals with the functioning mechanism of the economy. How an economy is working is explained by positive economics. But normative economics, if we consider, evaluating the mechanism of the economy. So it evaluates whether it is right or wrong. It is going to evaluate the working mechanism of the economy. So we consider positive as it explains what was and what is. We call this as a descriptive economy. It describes what is going on. So that is why it is called as descriptive economics. If we consider normative economics, it is prescriptive because it gives a solution. It suggests and it explains what should be done and what should not be done. So we can consider positive economics does not passes value judgment. It is not going to give any value judgment. But normative economics, as it is a evaluating mechanism of the economy, it is going to pass value judgment. Dear students, you can have a notes on distinguish between microeconomics and macroeconomics, and notes on positive economics and normative economics. Dear students, if you like, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much.